Shane, a trainee engineer, goes on an exciting voyage to the floating city of Gideon, where he meets difficulties and must choose whether to become a proficient engineer or be exiled for good. Along with fellow trainee Ren, he forms an unexpected friendship that challenges his views and assumptions. The game involves repairing and creating flying contraptions, traversing obstacles, and discovering the stories of previous trial participants. Players may soar over the sky on homemade flying devices, immersing themselves in breathtaking scenery and uncovering the mysteries of Gideon's people.
Where we find out.
Vagante is a dark fantasy adventure game in which players must penetrate a strange tunnel to discover an incredible treasure. The game supports up to 4 people in cooperative modes, with dynamically generated levels providing unlimited hours of gaming. Players may personalize their character by first picking a hero class, look, and basic equipment, and then adding unique class skills as they play. Enchanted objects give powerful enchantments and transforming powers, and the Book of Secrets allows players to uncover new hero classes, equipment, and music tracks. Teslagrad 2, the sequel to the famous physics-based game, is an exciting journey in which Lumina, a teenage Teslamancer, becomes trapped in the north. She sets off on a perilous journey to reunite with her family and return home. The game has better graphics, a bigger world, and additional puzzle-solving tools. Key features include Scandinavia meets Metroidvania, an immersive 2D environment full with hidden items and legend. Epic boss confrontations provide new powers and regions to explore. Teslagrad 2 likewise incorporates visual storytelling with no text, voiceover, or loading screens to disrupt action. God of Rock is a rhythm-based game in which artists strive for musical dominance on a worldwide stage. Players can pick from a dozen different combatants, each having its own design, mechanics, and harmonic attacks. The game has an infinite skill level with 40 unique tunes and 8 dynamic stages. Story mode, training mode, track editor, and locally ranked online multiplayer are all available to players. The game includes over 40 unique songs, 12 characters, and an infinite skill level. The game takes players on an epic adventure across 4 acts, from Westmere to the Sky Imperium, to save Rendia. To vanquish the enemies, players must control groups of up to 3 heroes each. The game has 10 different heroes, each with their own set of abilities and playstyles. Players may level up, train and outfit their heroes with weapons, armor, and charms. Procedurally created levels and dungeons give a high level of replayability. Players can select between the tough and casual difficulty levels. Andro Dunos II takes players on an epic side-scrolling voyage through space, allowing them to engage in violent fights and destroy opposing vessels with numerous weaponry. Players may improve their ship's powers by collecting power-ups from destroyed enemies. The game has spectacular visuals and visual effects, hard boss battles, and several difficulty levels to fit all skill levels. Online leaderboards allow players to compete for top scores and bragging rights. Hidden mysteries and Easter eggs are sprinkled throughout the game to encourage exploration and curiosity. Cinders is a game that takes a unique look at the famous Cinderella story, concentrating on the protagonist. The game follows the lives of 4 women as they explore issues such as independence, goals, sisterhood, and personal satisfaction. It questions traditional principles found in fairy tales and gives players entire control over the development of the main character's personality and the unfolding of her unique story. Cinders provides a sophisticated and innovative take on the famous fairy tale, with 120 crucial decision points and over 300 options. The Mega Man Legacy Collection pays respect to Capcom's renowned Blue Bomber by including the original 6 Nintendo Entertainment System titles. It features rare concept drawings and advertising materials in museum mode, which allows players to explore the series' past. Players may compete against friends in challenge mode to see who can complete level remixes the fastest. The collection features a rewind option for quick gameplay correction and a turbo CPU speed feature for better performance on the Nintendo Switch. Players find themselves in a dangerous town full with armed opponents and lethal weaponry. The Rampage mode adds diversity to the action with 17 hard courses and fresh localies. Human opponents include vigilantes, police officers, SWAT teams, military teams, and the marching band. Ostriches are also introduced as an unexpected feature in the game. Players may wield 10 deadly weapons, each with its own playstyle, including the shotgun, spray cannon, Molotovs, flamethrower, napalm launcher, grenades, rocket launcher, and mines.
Emma explores the huge rooms.
Tandem: A Tale of Shadows is a puzzle platformer that blends top-down and side-scrolling action with visually appealing graphics. The game follows Emma and her teddy bear, Fightin, as they investigate the disappearance of magician Thomas Kane. To survive the perilous terrain, players must alternate between Emma's top-down perspective and Fightin's horizontal side-scrolling viewpoint. They must overcome difficulties, confront terrifying horrors, and piece together information concerning Thomas' abduction, the Kane family, and their place in the cosmos.
Magic traps and puzzles to solve.
Override 2 Super Mech League is a game in which players participate in worldwide mech warfare leagues for their respective teams, using a broad selection of returning and new mechs. Players may join mech leagues and gain reputation by competing in arenas throughout the world. Career mode, ranked rumbles, mech mania, hazardous arenas, updated game modes, and numerous customizations are among the game's key features. Players may tailor their playstyle to different match types and experience a variety of unique skills and powers. Warhammer 40,000 is an immersive turn-based tactical game in which you command the Adeptus Mechanicus, the Imperium's most sophisticated army. With over 50 missions to complete, each with its own set of obstacles, your decisions and actions influence the fate of your warriors. The Heretic DLC missions add complexity to the game by pitting you against heretical forces and tainted technology. The game has spectacular visuals, intense gameplay, and an engrossing storyline, giving it an unrivaled experience for Warhammer 40,000 aficionados. Encounter the ultimate medieval madness in Grand Theft Horse. Take an amazing trip where classic GTA gameplay meets the charming realm of knights and princesses. The great tournament awaits, and you have the chance to win the Princess Love, rise from brigand to real champion, leaving a trail of destruction and hilarity in your wake. In this medieval sandbox, the choice is yours. Unleash mayhem with swords, spears, and even unorthodox weapons such as turds. As a lowly peasant, you'll have to think outside the box to outwit your adversaries. Them's Fightin' Herds is a 2D combat game with beautiful animals. Key features include intuitive fighting, a narrative mode, local and internet multiplayer, detailed instructional and training modes, a pixel lobby, and an adaptive soundtrack system. Players may learn about the game's 4-button combat system, unique magic mechanic, devastating super strikes, and juggling degradation. The game also includes a multiplayer option, tutorials, and a sophisticated training area where players may hone their abilities. The Pixel Lobby lets gamers customize their avatars and engage with other players online. A skull brought back to life by an unknown deity embarks on an incredible trip and finds himself on an isolated and mysterious island. Skully, tasked with resolving a violent quarrel between the deity's 3 siblings, must travel a strange paradise while battling obstacles and foes. Skully, with the ability to shift into 3 various forms, adapts to his environment, enabling his survival in the face of danger. Skully unravels the island's mysteries and experiences a gripping tale as he progresses through 18 engaging levels split over 7 varied ecosystems.
And Skully, that's where you come in.
Young Billy and Jimmy Lee take on the job of driving criminal groups out of their city. The game includes a unique and dynamic level structure, with objectives altering based on the sequence picked. Players may engage in tag team battles, use royal aspects, and experiment with 13 different characters. The game also lets users customize their experience and prizes by changing the difficulty and using tokens to unlock content from the token shop. Local co-op option allows up to 2 players to clean up the city streets simultaneously. Animal Well is a pixelated, creepy game in which players travel across a landscape filled with complicated puzzle boxes. The game incorporates non-linear exploration, enabling players to acquire objects in whatever order they like. The game also investigates the interactions between opponents, the environment, and objects, with each item possessing many functions. The game encourages players to continue with care, assessing safety and risk on their own terms and stressing tension and suspense in action-packed scenes. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!
From the